he was hurt or arrested.
Waiting and anticipating, another day has come and gone with no ruling from the Supreme Court on the national health care law.
And that means the decision will probably come next week instead. In the meantime, Wisconsin lawmakers are talking about the possible impact of that decision. Our Mike Lowe is here. He's got the political lowdown.
Good evening, Ann, and good evening, Ted. A ruling either way would have enormous impact, either once and for all affirming the law's constitutionality or striking it down and sending the states back to the drawing board on health care reform. We love Obama. From Washington to Wisconsin,
watching it very closely,
the nation waits for one of the most important Supreme Court rulings in memory, a decision on the constitutionality of the national health care law.
I think a Wisconsin solution is much better than a federal solution.
The law passed in 2010 without a single Republican vote. Almost immediately, the law's constitutionality was challenged by 26 states, including Wisconsin. Governor Scott Walker argues the national health care law infringes upon individual liberties and states' rights.
It's why Wisconsin joined the lawsuit. I think it's very clear the Constitution does not define the federal government has the right to tell states and, more importantly, families what they can do with health care.
I think that's a big mistake.
Supporters of the law, like State Representative John Richards, say they worry if the Supreme Court were to strike down the law, it would jeopardize access to health care for millions of previously uninsured Americans, particularly those with pre-existing conditions, who right now cannot be denied coverage under the law.
You really have to wonder what's going to happen to someone who has diabetes and can't get health insurance, or had a run-in with cancer and can't get health insurance.
It's uncertain whether the law is an all or nothing proposition. In other words, if the insurance mandate were to fall, would the rest of the law have to go down with it? Governor Walker says yes.
What the court should do, strike it.
He contends the federal government cannot compel people to purchase health insurance.
I think there's a credible argument that the overall mandate itself goes against the 10th Amendment to the Constitution.
But Richards, who is the ranking member of the Assembly Health Committee, says mandates are crucial to solving the problems of access and rising costs.
You really need to have something like the individual mandate to make sure everybody's in and everybody's in the pool.
Richards defends the law as constitutional.
It falls clearly within the Commerce Clause powers of the Congress to regulate commerce between the states. Health care is roughly 20% of the U.S. economy.
And there's no denying the potential political ramifications. Governor Walker says that although it seems odd, if the president's signature law were to be struck down, it could actually help him in his re-election campaign because it would take away one of the Republicans' most politically potent issues. Ted, back to you.
Mike Lowe, thank you.